Hi all, in this session we are going to see about npm list. That is used for listing all the locally installed, or you can also see the globally installed packages using this command. Okay, so as you know, it is for seeing all versions. Maybe with this command you can also see the version with which each package is installed, and all the dependencies. Maybe if you take one dependency, maybe Angular, it may be dependent on many other packages, and that package may be dependent on many other package. So the npm ls command gives the all the dependencies in a tree structure by default. Okay, you have to understand. Now, let me show that. I have I have a simple package which I have just three dependencies installed. Just to explain you. Okay, if I give npm ls or list, whatever you can give. Hope this is seen is possible. You are able to see, or else I will go in to this folder. Okay, in command prompt. Okay, so normally you can use this command npm ls or npm list. Both are okay. Okay, you can give it as npm ls or npm list. So the npm ls by default will show you all the commands in a tree structure. Okay, if you see this right, it says that the express is dependent on accepts. The accepts is dependent on all the two. Okay, so this is depth 0, this is depth 1. Okay, this is depth 1, depth 2. Okay, so what we installed is actually express, TypeScript, and TSLint. That's it, we have installed, right? TSLint, and TSLint by default has many other dependencies. Okay, you can also see those dependencies when you go to this one, right? npmjs.org. So if you go to anything, right, I just go to Express to show you. So here itself it is told, right, Express. It has 30 dependencies. Okay, that's what it is showing there. Shown in your npm ls command. And the accept will have some more dependencies. Okay, it has two dependencies, me types and negotiator. That's what it is shown here if you see this command actually. Okay, express depends on accepts, and accepts has two more dependencies. So just understand, this is depth 0, that's what we installed, and this is all depth 1, depth 2, and likewise it will go on. Okay, so this is about the npm ls command. We will also see the options shortly. Okay, okay, and you can also give npm list, that is also okay. So I have gone inside the folder where I have the packet.json, and I'm giving the commands so that I'm able to see the locally installed packages. I'm not seeing globally installed package, that is in your app data node modules, not that, it is not showing that. Only installed inside your application, in this sample2 application. Okay, we will now go through the PowerPoint so that you understand, because it is very interesting. People, we tend to avoid that. So you can see the output. By default, told you, right? It will show it in a tree structure. You can also see it in a JSON structure if you want. Okay. So if you put npm ls list JSON, it will show the dependencies in a JSON. Okay, if you want it. And in similarly, you have something called parsable. If you see that uh, parsable, you can see it in a parsable way. Okay, you can see it as a parsable output, which you can feed to another system if you want. Okay, all the dependencies, how you see it in a node, inside node modules. If you see inside this, however you see it there. Okay, other thing is I wanted to show you was parsable. We saw uh, we will see depth, then we will go to long and global. So depth, as I told you, maybe I want to see the first level dependencies. That is what I installed. Okay, that is depth 0. Maybe if I give depth 0, depth 0. If I give, it will just show me what I installed. Sorry, it is just like this. So these are the only three things I installed. So it also gives you the version everywhere. Even if you see it in tree structure, it will tell you the version it has installed. Okay. So it has just telling me the dependencies I installed. Okay. Similarly, if you give it as 1, it will just give the first level dependencies. What the express is dependent on. It is dependent on 30 dependencies. It will just show the dependencies, but it will not show what are the dependencies for this accept package. That it will not show. Okay. So the depth is very important. Other thing is now what we didn't see is long. This is also a very important option. Maybe if you want to know about that package, okay, you can use long. Maybe I have installed the 3 packages. I want to know about the packages. Just give long option. By default, it is false. If you do it, it will tell you at least the basic extended information about that package. Okay, it is a web framework. It is the what is the website of that package? No, all those. Okay, all the basic level extended information it will provide. You can also do it for depth 1 also. Maybe I didn't give long. If you give long, it will for the first level it will tell you all the information. Okay, all the extended information. Okay, these are the options. You can similarly do this without depth also. So it will be a long one. It will show it for all the packages. Okay, it will show it for all the packages. Now let's move on to the next options we have in npm list. So prod dev link and unicode. So in my application, right, in any application we have dev dependencies and dependencies are needed for production and dev dependencies only for development. So the npm list also provides you command to see only the if you want to see only the dev dependencies or you want to see only the prod dependencies, you can see that. So if you give a dev, it will show you only the dev dependencies. It is just showing tslint alone. This will be more clear if I put depth also. So it is giving only tslint. Okay. If you put production, you can see the dependency which is going for production. Okay. So it will give Express and TypeScript. So that's how I have installed in the in my sample application. I have Express TypeScript as dependencies and tslint as dev dependencies. Okay, this one you can also do it like this. Instead of giving like this, you can give only equal to. Okay, and similarly for for dev. Similarly for dev thing. So you will see only TS link now. Okay. So let's other thing is this is for dev and prod. Other thing is link. So the link dependencies, the dependencies which are linked. That is, you have installed those dependencies like this. Okay, using a file path. So those dependencies will be linked. If you see sample 3 here, you will see the difference. See, you can see a linked symbol. So you have installed the dependencies as using a file path. Okay, so that will come in the package.json, something like this. So these are linked dependencies. So you have yeah, another application. Okay, but you want to you use that application in your current application. So in that case, you can just simply link it. So all the changes done in that application will automatically come to this application because you have just linked it. Okay, and you can just use those files by simply doing import sample by using import commands. Okay, so the npm list also gives you command for just seeing the linked dependencies to see it separately, like dev web prod. You can also see it linked dependencies. For seeing that, what you have to do is just give npm ls link equal to true. Just if you give it, it will tell you what are the linked dependencies present in my application. So in my application, I have only sample3 which is linked, and the sample3 uh, has a dependency over ESLint. Okay, for in the sample3 application, I've installed ESLint. So it shows sample3 is dependent on ESLint. Okay, so this is about link. The Unicode dependency, we don't use it that much. That is just if you give Unicode, instead of displaying your all your dependencies in tree structure using ASCII, which is default, it will show it using Unicode characters also. Okay, so that is the only difference. Okay, but it will be similar. Okay, unless your dependency has some Unicode characters to it. So these are the options I had behind the npm ls has. So this can be used for as I told you, locally displaying the locally installed packages, globally installed packages. You can also know the version of a single package. This is also an important utility. If I want to maybe in your while you are developing, I want to just see the version of the TypeScript I have installed for this application. You can just give npm list TypeScript and it will show you the uh, version of TypeScript. You can also give it express. It will show you the all the options what we discussed can be done for here also. Okay. And we also missed to see globally, right? So if I want to see the globally installed packages, I can just give -g. Okay. This instead of displaying the packages which are available locally in this sample 2, it will show me all the globally thing that is which is inside C users app data npm node modules. So whatever you have installed globally, it will display that. We give -g. Okay. This is a big list for me because I have so many globally installed packages, so it will keep on going on. Okay. So this is about we can have seen how to see a global install package, know a version of a single package, extended information, just you have to append long option to it. Okay, know the div and prod dependencies for your application, know the dependency to any depth. Whatever depth you want, you can see. If it is 0, it is what you have installed. 1 means 1 level, 2 level. Likewise, you can keep on going. And you can also see the locally linked packages. Maybe if I have a, maybe this is just a use case. If I want to find the npm version which is installed globally in my machine, I can use this command. Okay, npm ls-g and npm. So it will just display the globally installed packages npm's version. Okay, so for me, maybe if you are debugging some issue, you may want to find the npm version which is installed in your machine. Likewise, you can do it for ls-g WebDriver Manager. These all packages which I have installed globally. Okay, this is for protractor actually, this package. So likewise, you can do okay, execute this command to find the globally installed version in your machine. Okay, so 12.1.7. Hope this session was useful to you. So this is a very useful command. Try out yourself. Uh, Thank you guys. Have a nice day. Thank you.